Some Grand Rapids community leaders are voicing their frustration over what they said is a failed opportunity for justice. Many of them renewing their calls for accountability in the death of Patrick Lyoya. Alexis Immergine spoke with them about how the community is moving forward. Alexis.
Lauren, the message was clear. This case is about more than just one man. Those I talked to say it's about the future of justice, community policing, and healing in Grand Rapids.
A precedent has been set that it is okay for an officer to shoot a civilian in the back of the head that poses no threat.
Leaders from organizations like the Urban League, NAACP, and others expressed both disappointment in the outcome and a call for continued policy accountability.
Their son had a life that was worth living and a life worth preserving, and de-escalation training must be increased with the Grand Rapids Police Department.
Our community had failed the test of how we're going to move forward as a community. We absolutely botched this.
They say the message needs to be clear after today's decision not to retry former GRPD officer Christopher Schurr for killing Patrick Lyoya.
It is a race issue, and we need to call it what it is in order to have a path forward. And if we don't call it what it is, it'll never be addressed.
They also want every possible legal and political option pursued until accountability is achieved. Another step, they say, is exhausting every avenue to take a hard look at law enforcement practices until a permanent solution is found.
We will be asking and having a conversation with Attorney General Nessel about doing a pattern and practice investigation into the Grand Rapids Police Department.
And finally, community support, not just in protests, but in presence, policy, and persistence.
I think we are now in a position to make some serious demands with respect to policy. So, and I will, I'll be the first one to say, when this incident happened, there was not a foot pursuit policy in place. There now is.
As Grand Rapids reflects on the decision, local leaders say the fight for justice continues, not only for Patrick Lyoya, but for the integrity of the justice system itself. In the newsroom, Alexis Immergine, 13 on your side.